Hi everyone, thank you so much for joining me again. Today we are going to do a glute and ab focused workout. All we're going to need is one ball. So we're going to work through some single leg isolation, some side glutes, some abdominal work, and a bit of core and arms as well. So please get your ball and we will get going. I'm going to start with footwork and I'm going to be on 2 medium springs, which for me on the Align is 2 red springs. I'm going to use my ball, I'm going to lie on my back, head is on the headrest. I'm going to go straight into single leg isolation work. So the left foot is going to stay fixed. That leg is staying in that 90-degree angle to begin. The right leg is also going to be in the 90-degree angle, but the foot is going to be off the foot bar. I'm going to press that ball into that right leg. I'm going to send the left leg out long and then bend back in to return the carriage. That right leg is not moving. The hands are fixed into the ball, pressing that ball into this right leg just to get everything warmed up here, everything in alignment. Keep pressing that ball into that leg as the left leg goes all the way out and then bends back in. I'm going to do about 12 of these. And then once I've done that, I'm going to bend the knee in about halfway to close the carriage halfway. I'm going to work through small pulses here, still pressing into that ball, just out and in. 10. Last 5. Last 4. 3, 2, and 1. All the way out. One last time. Bend back in to return. So we're going to start lying on our left side. We're going to use that ball as a pillow as we're lying this way. Our body's still in one long line. The hip is rolled forward. We're going to have our right toes connecting with the foot bar. Heel is lifted. We're going to take that leg out long and then bend it back in to return the carriage. Take that leg out long and then bend it back in. Working through our side leg presses to get us warmed up here. Allowing that top leg to go out straight and then bend it back in. The bottom leg, which is our left leg, is just bent underneath us on the carriage. The foot is just kind of floating off here, so it's not going to get in the way of the platform. All the way out straight and then bend it back in. And then we're going to stop the carriage halfway. We're going to do some small pulses here, keeping both knees bent. We're just moving by a couple of inches out and in. Pulsing here for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then we're going to take the carriage all the way out, straighten that top leg one last time. Bend back in to return. All the way in. From here, we're going to take that strap in front. That top strap is going to come over the right foot. Take that leg out long and then bend it back in. We're going to kick that foot towards the front of the foot bar and then bend it back in towards the body. Out long and then bend it back in. Out long and then bend it back in. Heavy foot into that strap every single time. We kick it out straight and then bend it back in. We'll do about 12 of these, and then after the last one, we're going to hold that leg straight. We're going to send that leg towards the left side of the room and then take it back above the foot bar. Out straight towards the left side of the room and then out straight. We're trying to keep that same height in the leg as we take it in. We don't want to drop it. We don't want to send it too far down. We want to keep that long line, keeping that height in the leg as we take it out, opening up to the left side and then back in line with the rest of the body. We'll do about 8 to 10 of these leg sweeps, and the next thing we do here is to start to draw circles. So we're going to take that leg up towards the ceiling, over towards the left, back towards the foot bar, and then back up towards the ceiling, just drawing these big circles with that right leg all the way out. opening up, not allowing the hip to roll back. Even when we take that leg up towards the ceiling, we're not going to let it roll back. And then once we've done about 8 of these, we're going to change direction. So when the leg is at the top, we'll send it down towards the foot bar first, and then open to the left. Take it up, down towards the foot bar, over to the left, and then back up. So we're trying to keep that leg straight still, not rolling the hip back too much, keeping it stacked on top of the other hip as we open it out here. Feeling the side glutes burning at this point. And then once we've done about 8 of those in that direction, we're going to hold our leg in a diagonal line. We're going to do small pulses, just drawing small circles with that foot in one direction, and then we'll change direction of our circle. 3, 2, 1, and then we're going to bend that leg back in and remove the strap. Allow the carriage to close carefully. Once we've done all of that on the other leg, we're going to work into some upper body and go straight into our core. So we're going to move on to 1 light spring, which for me on the Align will be 1 blue springs. We're going to come into a 4-point kneeling position. We're going to have our hands in front of the shoulder rests. Our knees are towards the front of the carriage here to get that nice, long, flat spine. We're going to take hold of the straps. We're going to hold the straps just where the rope starts after the straps. Bend that arm close to our body. We're going to take that arm out straight and then bend it back in. Straightening that arm at the same height as our body and then bending it back in. We'll do a few of these and then we're going to start to draw circles, taking that arm out wide, bending back in, taking it out straight, and then circling it around, bending it back in. We'll try and do about 8 of these circles, keeping that elbow close to the body every time we do our tricep extension. So bending in, sending that arm out straight, and then circling around here. The next thing we're going to do, we're going to come up onto our knees, making sure our body weight is in the center of the carriage, knees are parallel, place the ball between our knees. We're going to take this strap and it's going to go over our arm. That hand is going to go wide, elbow is going to stay wide. We're going to take that ball in the other hand. We're going to start to hinge down, rolling that ball towards the carriage, and then back up to the center. All the way down and back up. It's not a huge movement. You're just taking that ball further down, your hand up and down, rolling alongside the body. Every single time we go down, we're opening that space a little bit more down the left side of our body. And then we're going to hold it there. We're going to take that ball. We're going to reach that ball up towards that side. Take it back and come back to the center. Leaning down, take that ball up with that straight arm. Take that arm down and then come back to the center every single time, seeing if we can hinge a little bit further towards the carriage, towards the springs as we open up that left side of the body. We'll do about 10 of these and then we'll come back to the center and we'll release that arm from the strap, allowing the carriage to close. Place that strap back onto that hook. The next thing we're going to do here is the right foot is going to come on the floor. We're going to keep that left knee on the carriage, but the leg is going to be pressed all the way up against the shoulder rest. We're going to keep that ball at our chest, hit the elbows wide. We're going to bend into that right knee as the left leg goes out, and then we're going to straighten that right leg as that left leg comes in. So away from each other and in, away and in, and then we'll start to pass the ball. So we're going to open those arms out and then we're going to pass close to our chest into the other hand, open them out, pass into our chest, open, in, open, in. We'll probably do about 10 of these, passing the ball, and 10 when we were just holding them at the chest. So once we've done our 10 passing, we'll take that ball to our chest and we'll close the carriage. From here, we're going to go into our core work. So we're going to get rid of our ball, just place it alongside the carriage. We're going to stay on the same one light spring, but we are going to bring the platform in closer to the carriage. And then from here, we're going to swivel around. We're going to have our sit bones quite close to the shoulder rest. We're going to place our legs inside the big loop. Just make sure the rope is facing down. Otherwise, they're going to slip off. And then from here, we're going to lie onto our backs. We do have that platform close by. We can bring it in even closer to make sure our hair doesn't go into the springs. And then from here, the elbows are going to come wide. The head is supported by the hands. We're going to press our back into the carriage. We're going to lower the heels down towards the headrest and then take them back to that 90-degree tabletop position, taking the heels down towards the headrest and then take them back to that 90-degree angle, exhaling every time we lower those heels down, keeping the elbows wide, keep that head supported. Keep engaging the core by taking those legs down, pressing the back into the carriage as much as possible as we do this. After we've done 10 of those, we're going to keep them in that tabletop position. We're going to keep the right leg bent as we send the left leg out long, bend it back in, right leg goes out long, bend it back in, exhaling every time one leg comes out long, inhaling as it comes back in to join the other one. We'll do about 10 of these. And then we're going to take the legs back in. We're going to roll all the way up after we've removed those straps. And we can actually just take the straps down onto the floor for this next one. We're going to take the hands wide on the foot bar, shuffle on a little bit so we're at the top of that platform. We're going to take the legs up together towards the ceiling. We're not pulling onto the foot bar. We do have the pin in place, so it's not going to move anyway, but the hands are just loosely keeping that connection with the foot bar. We're going to lower those legs down to 45 degree and then back up, keeping them straight the whole time, exhaling as they come down, inhaling as they go up. Pressing the back again into the carriage here. We'll do about 8 to 10 of these, and then we can hug those knees in towards the body and stretch them out here. Just gently rock from side to side, and then very carefully shuffle on back so we're away from the foot bar, and then come back up to seating. The next section we're going to do on one medium spring. So for me, that's going to be one red spring on the Align. I'm going to lie on my back, making sure I've got that small gap between the shoulder rest and my shoulders. I'm going to place that ball under my right knee, and I'm going to take my left foot inside the big loop. From here, I'm going to take that leg up towards the ceiling, and then I'm going to take that right leg down towards the springs. I'm going to lower that left leg down, take it back up to the ceiling, and then the right leg is going to come down. That foot is going to touch the front of the carriage. Back to tabletop. Take that left leg down long, back up towards the ceiling, and then take that right leg down. I'm just going to keep alternating here. Each leg going down, back up. Trying to imprint my spine the whole time into the carriage here. Down with that leg, back up. That right foot is going to come down and then back up. Last one like this. And back up. I'm going to release that ball and take that foot out of the strap. And once I've done that on the other leg, I'm going to roll up. I'm going to add one blue spring. So I've got one light spring on top of my medium spring. I'm going to come back into that same position. I'm going to go into my feet in straps. So I'm going to have that ball close by. And then one by one, I'm taking the feet into the big loops. And I'm going to place that ball inside my legs, squeezing between my legs here. I'm going to lower those legs down together towards the springs. And then I'm going to flex the feet as the legs come back, still squeezing into that ball every single time those legs go long and back up. I'll do a few of these, and then I'm going to start to bend the knees in towards the body and then take them out long. Bending those knees in, the legs are coming into that 90-degree angle, and then take those legs out long. We'll do a few of these. And then I'm going to start to curl up on the next one. So I'm going to take my hands wide. I'm going to curl up every single time the knees come in. I'm looking between my legs at that ball. And then I'm going to lower that head back down onto the headrest, taking my gaze towards the ceiling. I'm going to exhale every time I curl up, inhaling as I come back down. I'll do about 8 of these. And then I'm going to stay curled up, and I'm just going to do a final hold here, working through my breath. I'm going to point those toes out, see how low I can get those legs, see if I can get them all the way down to that 45-degree angle. Keep pressing my lower back into the carriage here. And then once I've counted to about 10 to 12 seconds, I'm going to bend the knees back in, take my head back down, and release that ball, place that ball onto the floor, and we will just draw some circles here to finish. Drawing some circles now with both of our legs. Flexing the feet into the straps as they come round, pointing the toes as they go down towards the springs, flexing as they circle round, and pointing as they come down. I'm then going to change direction. So when the feet are at the top, I'm going to circle them round, flexing into the straps, pointing as they go down towards the springs, flexing at the top, and circle those feet around. And then once I'm done with that last circle, I'm going to bend the knees in towards the body. I'm going to remove the straps from the feet. I'm going to allow the carriage to close with control and place those straps back. And I'm going to roll all the way up. That is our ab and our glute focused workout done. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. Please let me know any feedback if you give it a go. And please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. I would really appreciate it. Thank you so much, and see you soon.